Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is to give you all some tips and tricks on how to write a personal trainer business plan, as well as how to construct a real quick financial model that may be used not only to identify some price points for your organization, but also to identify what the profits may be with the price points and the estimated fixed cost. And from this financial model that I show you all how to create, you can expand upon that for your pro forma financial projections and also use it in operations as well. All right, so the way the video is going to work is I'm going to go ahead and give you all a little bit of education about me, who I am, what I do, and then I'll dive into some tips and tricks for writing your personal trainer business plan, and then from there we'll wrap it up and put a pretty little bow on it. All right, so with that said, let's zip through this little handy-dandy PowerPoint presentation that I have for your listening pleasure. All right, a little bit about me. I am a professional writer, specifically a business plan writer. So if y'all want to avoid the trials and tribulations, all the fun and excitement of writing your own business plan, please feel free to pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. Be delighted to help. Also, I am a published author, specifically for business plan books as well as for financial projections. So if y'all need a little bit of help with your business plan and your financial projections, but you don't want to have it custom written, please use one of my books as a reference. You just go to Amazon.com, click it, type in my name, and voila, my books will pop up magically. All right, and then finally, a little bit of education about me. I am an adjunct professor as well as a subject matter expert for both business and finance. So if y'all need a little bit of help with your financial projections, but your business plan's already wrapped up, ready to go, again, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email, be delighted to help. All right, so with that said, let's zip on over to the tip number one for your company description of your personal fitness or personal training business plan. So the first one is going to be in your company description. Make sure to discuss the site location or lack thereof for your personal training business plan. In some instances, I've worked with personal trainers who they've designed their own studio, or other trainers that actually have just a gym, but they're opening a segment within the gym for just personal training. And then other ones I've worked with who they've actually put their training equipment in a mobile home or some kind of a van where they actually have their people come in there and they move the fitness center back and forth to their customer's place of work or their home, and they give the personal training right out of the the mobile facility. So there's a lot of different ways you can go ahead and construct your personal trainer business plan or construct operations for your personal training. And, with the traditional of going to different gyms or having just a little studio, or just bringing the studio to your clients. Whatever it is, make sure to discuss it. Make sure to provide an in-depth explanation of it, and then also go ahead and pepper in some strategic value as to why you've chosen this business model and how it's aligned with your target market. All right, next is going to be when you're writing your personal trainer business plan, make sure to include some statistics. Readers of business plans, they want to make sure that there's credibility to the document, there's credibility for yourself, and by including some statistics in there, it helps both. So specifically for the personal trainer industry, right now, just a little bit of research on my part, it's a $12.6 billion industry, which is growing at 1.4% annually for revenues. So if I was going to write a personal trainer business plan, I would include that information somewhere in my company description section. And there's two benefits, like I alluded to earlier, for doing that. First and foremost, when you put statistics in there, it shows that you've done your research. And if you do your research and you cite it properly, it's going to add credibility for yourself, and it's going to give you a foundation to say, you know what, I am an expert in the industry. Of course, two statistics not going to show that you're an expert in this industry, but it's a starting point. Also, when you include these statistics in your business plan, it adds credibility to the business plan. And you do want your business plan to be credible, because once you start getting to the financial projections and the estimated costs and the estimated revenues and your estimated profits, you need some kind of credibility. And it's a great way to start. If you start now in the company description section and you show credibility in the document throughout, once you get to the projections and your startup costs, then you're going to have some, you're going to have some credibility build up. All right, the next tip is going to be tip number 2, financial projections. When you're doing your financial projections, you do need a financial model that's going to take in your revenues. It's going to align your variable costs and your fixed costs, take out some taxes, excuse me, take out your taxes, and then also show what your net profits are going to be. For this video, that's a little too daunting to show you all how to create a financial model for that scale. However, what I've done is I've come up with a little financial model that you're able to use, and it might take about 5 or 10 minutes to create, but once you do it, it's going to show you, it's going to give you an opportunity to change around your prices. It's going to give you an opportunity to change around how many clients you work with. And then it's also going to be able to, you're going to be able to change around your fixed costs to, see what your profits are going to be at different price points. All right, so let's go ahead and introduce a little financial model. All right, so here's a financial model. And I've customized this for the personal training industry. It has 3 segments: your revenue segment up top, your fixed cost, your monthly fixed cost segment, and then your monthly profits. In the revenue segment, the way I've got this structured is that I'm identifying that we're going to be basing this off of how many customers you're going to be working with on a daily basis. For this example right here, I'm saying that we're going to be working with 10 customers. Now, obviously, one person's not going to be working with 10 customers. We might have 2 personal trainers, and each trainer is going to be working with 5 customers, and so 4 or 5 clients. Thus, that's where we're getting the 10 from. Next is going to be the average sales price per hour or per training session. For this example, we're saying $75. And then your variable cost. How much does it cost you, per session? Usually, it's not too much, especially in a personal trainer facility. You might give away free water bottles or something like that, but usually the variable cost can be quite low. The way the calculations are going to work for this segment is you're going to take your variable cost, you're going to deduct it from your sales price. That is going to give you your gross profits, in this example, $70. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply that $70 per session by the number of sessions we're going to have on a daily basis. It's going to give us a net profit of $700 for the business. In order to get our monthly gross profits, we're going to take that $700, multiply it by 24, which is about 5 days a week, and it's going to give us a monthly gross profit of $16,800. And then we're going to drop that $16,800 down here into the monthly profit section. The next step, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and identify real quick what are some of our monthly fixed costs. In this example right here, we're saying that we've got a lease of $2,500. Our labor is $3,000. Utilities are $400. Marketing is about $1,500. Supplies $250. Accounting, legal, insurance is $400. And then finally, we have our miscellaneous of $500. We add all this information up, and it's going to give us $8,550. Our next step is going to be to take that $550, drop it down here to monthly cost. And now the last step we have to do is figure out our monthly profits. And to do that, we're going to take our monthly cost, $8,550, deduct that from the $16,800 for our gross profits, and that's going to leave us with net profits of $8,250. Now, once we have this all set up, what we want to do, or what we can do, is we might say, you know what, that $8,250, that's just not enough for an entrepreneur, a personal trainer, owner, a business owner, to get out of bed in the morning. We want to hit $10,000, or it's just not worth our time. So with this financial model constructed, we can now either increase the sales price, decrease the variable cost, or increase the number of customers. And as we do that, our net profits are going to change. So let's go ahead and decrease our variable cost to $2.50. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and service 12 customers instead of customers on a daily basis. Once we do that, we are now know that, you know what, hey, look, we've exceeded the $10,000 threshold. So now what we know is we can maybe lower our price a little bit to get some more customers. So if we go lower to 70, we can lower it to 65. So that's a little too low. So let's go with 70. All right. So what we now know is that our minimum net profits needs to be about $10,000. So if we hit 10 customers on a daily basis at an average sales price of $70, then what we're going to be able to do is attain our monthly profits of $10,800, so long as we can keep our monthly cost in line. So this is a real quick, nice, neat, simple model that we can use to not only expand upon this for a 12-month pro forma profit and loss statement, as well as the balance sheet, but it also is able to be used in operations after we're done with the business plan to identify various price points. If we want to take on an employee, we can see how that's going to impact our profit and loss, or how many more customers we need to take on if we're going to take on another employee. So a lot of different usages for this. All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So in summary, when you're writing up a personal trainer business plan, make sure to follow a proven format. If you go to the SBA website, you can go ahead and download a business plan template. And yes, that template may be used for personal trainers, as well as restaurants, as well as manufacturers, as well as landscape individuals. So there's a lot of different uses for it. And when you get that kind of a template, you now need to figure out what you need and what you don't need, because it covers all industries instead of a niche industry. So be very careful with that. Better idea might be to get some kind of a book or use a template that is customized for the personal training industry. Next is going to be keep the star of the show as the business. Yes, you might have been in bodybuilding for the last 20 years, or an MBA or NFL athlete, and you've been doing personal training for however many years. All too often, I'll get a business plan from a business owner. It doesn't necessarily need to be in the personal training business, but I'll get a business plan from them, and I know more about the business owner by the time I'm done reading it than I do about the business, and that's not the way the business plan works. Make sure when you write your business plan, you keep the star of the show as the business, and you are a supporting cast member to that business. And then finally, if y'all need a little bit of help writing up your business plan, please give me a call if you need some help with your financial projections. Love to do it. Just give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I'll be delighted to have a conversation with you. All right, so that is it. And if y'all do want some more information on how to write your personal trainer business plan, and you want some more tips and tricks in each one of the segments, I do have that posted on my website at qualitybusinessplan.com/how to write a personal trainer business plan. If you do want to go ahead and use a personal trainer business plan template, I do have that as well, which is customized for the personal training industry. The financials are customized, so you can just go in there and you make some changes. And also industry research is done for it as well. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, just again, go to my website, qualitybusinessplan.com/personal trainer business plan template. And it is for sale there. So hopefully this information was helpful. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up on YouTube. And as always, have a great day. Thank you.